Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Big Gamer Small Talk, the weekly podcast. Crap Gamer is back. BGST, the podcast that never builds a wall between us and the fans.
Oh,
Thank you. Oh, come on. What's up?
Oh, shit. Talk that shit, bro.
Damn.
Hey,
I don't
man,
even know what to say after that. Show's over, everybody. Good night.
Yeah, you leave them with a zinger, but yeah, it's good to be back, man. I missed last week, and that always sucks. Next gen's like, dude, if you don't want to be in the podcast, you don't have to be. I'm like, dude, I have no power.
Ain't I melodramatic?
Yeah, he's like, bro. He goes, bro, if you don't want to be in the podcast. I was like,
Crap
dude,
was like, I'm a son of Eagle.
yeah, I'm like, dude, I want to be in the podcast, man. I like have no power, man. We had these like fucking storms and everything.
I'm just fucking with you, man.
Yeah, it's all good, man. It's good to be here, man. And we got a good cast here tonight. What's that?
The trailer didn't blow down?
Nah, man. Everything good, man. Everything up, everything running. You know. Yeah, takes a little bit of time, but we're all good, man. We're all good out here.
Dude, I didn't even know that there were storms going on down there, man.
Oh yeah, man. Hell yeah, man.
But you don't watch TV, so.
Oh, who, me?
No. Yeah, bye.
Yeah, that's probably why. No, I check the weather and shit like that.
No, you get.
I like
yeah,
the maps. They're colorful, man.
Yeah, pretty lights. I get alerts on my phone and shit. You know what I mean? Like whenever
I don't watch the news. Like I didn't know it was some shit going on. I go to pick up my uncle from the goddamn airport, and it was goddamn a protest out that motherfucker. I'm like, what the fuck going on here? Like I'm the last to know every goddamn thing. I said, what in the hell?
Yeah, that shit is wild, man. That is wild shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. Wild West.
Everything's popping off in Trump's America. Let's go.
Digital Foundry showed us how biased they are, huh? Why don't you clue us into what that means, next gen? What's going on with Digital Foundry?
Like I said, which we've been, talking about forever on BGST and the individual, brands and stuff we created. That there has been, or there still is, a bias toward, the Xbox, Microsoft, their brand, their fans. It is like, that's like I was telling somebody, it's like trying to convince the Jews that the Holocaust never happened. Like, it's like, there is a bias, but then you look at Digital Foundry, right? Which is supposed to be a non-game, it doesn't supposed to have a dog in the race, a dog in the fight. And like I said, I don't consider me crapping as a part of the media. You know what I mean? What we do is like we are.
Occasionally we'll do the media's job for them.
Our opinion, but like when I think about the media, whether you're an Xbox fan, a PlayStation fan, or a Nintendo fan, you're supposed to be able to go to these sites to not hear a non-biased, view or their spin on things. I mean, just report. They say like my man with the motherfucking facts. Now we had to think about the white papers, right? Which was cool with juicy talk, like and then it gets, they all do it for clicks and for this quote unquote console war that they claim it's us the fanboys, especially BGST. They keep this shit going, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like I said, we get the articles from them. But the key thing to that was, I think a guy named is Richard. They said they held on to this paper for a year, right? A year. Crap, you said you've seen it. I've also seen it.
Yeah.
But which makes it crazy to me is, or stand out, got me scratching my head, is that right after Phil comes out and tweets that he, had some hands-on time first with the Scorpio. First time he played it, games are looking great on the actual console. This tweet or this letter or this article from them comes out an hour later on, talking about maybe the Scorpio is not as powerful as maybe basically what Microsoft let it to be, and they may still be using these Jaguar cores. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like if you held on this for a year, and you're gonna release it right after Phil comes out and say that games are looking, a higher fidelity, a higher graphic fidelity, games are looking great, or the game was looking great. You can't wait, for us to see. And then you come up with this, if that doesn't show you right there that there is a bias, I don't know what is, man. You know what I mean? Like these people, they have an agenda. And even better than that, hey, crap, yesterday on Twitter, right? And we're gonna come back to Digital Friday on Twitter. In our own little chat, seen you an article and I just did a little hangout about it right now. It says is the Xbox One brand itself irrelevant because of this. Everyone's waiting to get their hands on the Switch, and the PS4 is so dominant. And my thing is that I'm not knocking those who may want the Switch, whatever, but for 3 fucking years, we've been talking about power, resolution. It has not been about the games. So I'm like, yo, what? Like, you know, I mean, it's crazy how they try to again change the narrative and now it's not about 720p. None of that doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Even with digital Foundry again, with their analysis of the goddamn Switch. Oh, the games look beautiful on this, 720p display, but these are the same motherfuckers that was ripping, the Xbox to shreds. Quantum Break, especially Titanfall, they tore that shit apart.
Yeah, checkerboard was terrible, and it was bad. The narrative changes, and to my credit, I did say that the narrative would change to whatever Sony had, and that's what it is. Like Sony, props to them. They took advantage of what they had. They had the power advantage. Even Yoshida talked up and made fun of the resolution thing.
That they're better player. What do you say, crap? 1080p makes you a better
1080p player. Makes you a better gamer. Not only that, but their whole advertising campaign was why settle for less than why settle for 720p when almost every game is 1080p on the PS4. I mean, that was their official advertising thing. Like seriously, like they really went after Xbox and the resolution thing, right? And now what's funny is
get this crap. Get used to hearing 1080p 60 frames a second.
It's gonna be really stupid, man. It's gonna be stupid.
Crap, do your thing.
After they come out with their second console that's more powerful, and then maybe, you know what I mean? Like maybe, because they use that same Jaguar CPU. But
crap to me it's just absolutely amazing how they took something overall resolution and they literally spun it as this is supposed to be like the golden trophy of video games and stuff like that, because we all know on this panel, we all know that's not graphics, you know what I'm saying? That's not the textures, that's not the lighting and everything like that. And Sony, they got like some spin doctors over there to really like spin that whole 1080p thing and just let the wave ride, man. And when you got like the media like Digital Foundry, Eurogamer, GameSpot, all kind of like in your corner, man, that built like a tidal wave.
Hey, you know what?
You can't lose. You cannot lose with that, man.
Check it out. Let me say this and I'm gonna shut the hell up. Like to me, what I peep, you know what I mean? You don't get me wrong, like I said, when I first started doing YouTube, I was shocked to see grown ass men gaming on the Wii. So I used to make fun of those Nintendo guys all day and night, right? It was crazy back then in early 2012. It wasn't so much what I didn't see. It wasn't too much of an Xbox versus PlayStation thing. Everybody, the Xbox and the PlayStation guys were getting together and ganging up on the Wii because that was the market leader. You know what I mean? When I first started doing this whole YouTube thing. Mm-hmm. But when I knew things was kind of skewed in Sony's favor, is when it was IGN, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, so they gave the edge to the PlayStation version of Call of Duty Ghost because their version looked cleaner, it was in 1080p, and both fucking both versions of the game were in 720p. The Call of Duty didn't become 1080p on the PlayStation 2 after the game launched, and that was with a patch. You know what I mean? So both versions that they played or reviewed or got whatever was in 720p.
To me, I remember that too. We had a good laugh about that. Also, I had a good laugh over some of the other things like Digital Foundry's like, well, both versions are the same resolution, but we give the edge to the PlayStation version just because of this. Like, the grass, there's more grass, there's more rocks, the lighting on this part glinted in the guy's eye, like, you know what I mean? Like, seriously, the shit they would come up with just blew me away. It's like the most retarded stuff you ever heard in your life. Like, we get accused of damage controlling, and to our credit, we do a hell of a job of that. But
it's entertainment. We have fun.
Yeah, it is. You know what I mean? But those people are like, it's like they'll do whatever they can to give the W to Sony and the L to Microsoft, and people that they wouldn't see that is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, just look no further than what they do in that video, right? And look at all the things that caused, right? Like Digital Foundry has the white paper. I have it. Tim, I know, has it. You've seen it. In there, it doesn't say anything about what CPU or GPU it is. It's weird that this is going on at this particular at this particular juncture. You know what I mean? It's like, hold on, I'll tell you guys what, like this paper that I read, and I read this in one of my videos. It says, this is actually from Microsoft. The forthcoming Project Scorpio is a 6 teraflop 4K HDR compatible monster. They used the word monster with 4.5 times the computer power or the compute power of the Xbox One. However, a resolution jump from 900p to 4K is a step increase of 5.76 more megapixels or pixels, excuse me. And we acknowledge that developers may not wish to spend all of this additional GPU horsepower on resolution. A secondary issue exists, blah, blah, blah. Balance of the game hit 100% GPU utilization. So they go on to give you developers options, right? They're saying you can do 4K, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. You can do these other options, the high fidelity graphics. You could do the half scaling, this scale. You know what I mean? Like nowhere in there does it say it can't do, 4K. It says dynamic resolution, half resolution rendering, sparse rendering. And then it talks about ESRAM being gone. So basically, which also is something that's pretty interesting, is these UWP games are so easy to scale. And if you want to look at the future of Xbox One and Scorpio, look at Resident Evil 7. This is a very interesting game. And the reason why this is an interesting game, it's 1080p 60 frames per second on Xbox One as confirmed by Digital Foundry. Not only is it 1080p 60 frames per second, it's a UWP game. It's a Play Anywhere title, the first major AAA third-party title, right? So that's why that's the significance of this. Like, don't ever underestimate the significance of Resident Evil 7 right now on Xbox, right? It's a UWP third-party game. It scales. It's going to be 4K on Scorpio. I can guarantee it. It's going to be 4K, and this shows you how that works. People are like, well, how's this UWP? How's this scalable stuff work? Is it really going to work? Blah, blah, blah. Well, here you go. Microsoft in their documents say 1080p 60 is the aim on Xbox One, 4K 60 is the aim on Scorpio. You can't make it any clearer than that.
Secret sauce, baby.
But crap! Don't they also go into the document when they talked about like the embedded static RAM and stuff like that? People don't realize they're talking about they have a family of devices, they're calling it. You know, the Xbox One, the One S, and then Scorpio this year. The games have to play on all of them, so the developer has to keep like that SRAM and the ESRAM in mind for the other two parts of the family. Doesn't mean that it's going to hold back anything on the Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? And especially with the UWP and the scaling, like it won't hold it back whatsoever. Because then games like Halo 5, right, which were developed with the ESRAM, completely around that. There was nothing else that didn't have it, as an Xbox. When the Scorpio comes out, that has dynamic resolution. The resolution, not only does it drop when it needs more power on the Xbox One or whatnot, but it can also increase if it has an increase in hardware. And they developed that game with embedded static RAM. Like, come on, people.
Well, I mean, you just look at what's going on with like The Witcher 3. I didn't play The Witcher 3 for like 6 months, and then I jump into it, and everything it looks better. They changed the resolution, they upped it or whatever. It looks a hell of a lot better. And then if you go back and just look at all the bias media bullshit, it's going back to remember Watch Dogs, when they still kept it 1080p on the PlayStation box. And then when they went ahead and they got caught for it, the media didn't say too much about it. Then, of course, we all know about Killzone. They tried to get away with that. Media didn't really stress on that too much, and they got sued for it. I mean, we could just go on even further to just looking at when they compared Until Dawn up against Gears, and they gave Until Dawn the higher score. Okay, it's a newer game. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. But then they did it again with God of War 3, and they gave that a hell of basically the same score that they gave it when it was on PlayStation 3. And I'm kind of thinking, whoa, this is Ultimate Gears. This is a remake. This isn't like,
right. It's the same game.
Yeah, it's the same game for God of War. Why you can get this, it's just ridiculous all around the board. I don't understand why people don't
too much
see
A buttons.
Well, pretty much. But they're just sick.
Shout out to they That was one of the slams that against
Here's Ultimate got.
Yeah, too much A button.
Yo, guys, I just got a question. I'm not too sure about this. Maybe you guys know. When it comes to digital fuckery, are they linked?
Damn, what?
That's
Come on, now.
I know you ain't cursing on the
Man.
Sabbath.
Man, is your mama asleep or something? What's going on? You're only 13. What the hell's going on?
No, you heard it on Saturday as well.
Two shots of espresso, man.
I know. I'm just fucking.
Yo, but are they linked to Eurogamer? Because I heard somewhere.
Yeah, same thing, dude.
Dude, I mean, what are you gonna expect? It's the video version of Eurogamer, and Eurogamer doesn't do anything else but spin for PlayStation, man.
Yeah.
It's what they've been doing. So the video version is going to do the same thing. That's why, dude, I have done my best to get the word out there about, I'll call them DF, man, since no cursing on the Sabbath or whatnot. But but yeah, DF over there, like I've gone at war, like 1 or 2 man war against them for I don't even know how long. They're fucking idiotic, and I did it again.
No, they get you triggered, and it's just the same thing like that article. Because I was pissed when I seen that article yesterday, and I was on Next, and we was bringing it up, and like, come on now, all the talk has been about the Scorpio, and then also all the talk was brought up about Scalebound, mostly Xbox stuff. But Xbox is pretty much irrelevant, and everybody's talking about the Switch. Every time that I hear something about the Switch, as much as I want to buy it, it's mostly negative. You see what I'm saying? So I don't understand how it's all in the buzz and everything is all great. And especially when everybody's talking about the lineup for PlayStation, they are slowly losing all their exclusive games. If you go by all the bullshit that these PlayStation fanboys and girls been talking about, oh, it's on the PC, you've lost it. Oh, it's going here. It's a multi-plat now. You've lost it. Well, the same thing is slowly happening. I mean, you look at Ace Combat. I mean, I can look on Steam and I can see about 5 or 6 right now PlayStation 4 games that's on Steam that I could buy for a cheaper price and get better resolutions and frames. So what the hell are you talking about? It's just ridiculous.
It's just convenient arguments is what it is. It's like it's convenient. Like that Nino Kuni 2 or whatever it is that thing. That's PC now. Ace Combat 7 is on an Xbox. They confirmed Kingdom Hearts 3. Which I never seen people get so upset that Kingdom Hearts 3 and Ace Combat 7 are going to Xbox. Like, who cares?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, honestly, like, seriously. Like, I've never, that's always been a little bit weird to me.
Those are games that just come through the wind and people buy it or they don't buy it. It's not like a super crazy seller.
Well, they need the help. Those Japanese developers needs the help, man. You assholes are not buying your games. You're talking about them, you're red boxing them, and then you want to present it, and then you take it back, or you buy a hard copy and you send it back to GameStop so you can try to earn that money. You guys are ridiculous. A bunch of freaking.
Yeah, I think I saved enough money to get a wallet.
I mean, Jesus.
Yo, Mega, you make a great point there because look at games like One Piece and Clash of the Titan? Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
All right, those games were listed for only PS4 and they sold so low that I believe those developers got out of that exclusive contract. And where did they go next? They went right to Xbox afterwards. They have to make up their money somehow.
And my dumbass paid $89 for One Piece. Excited.
Ooh, what's that?
Yeah. It was. I went and got the deluxe, and then I was like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get this Attack on Titan, and then I heard some people say, well, no, I've played One Piece, before.
$89.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it was the 89 deluxe, and I was excited, because I was like, I want.
What made it? I mean, I ain't gonna be funny, but
what did it come with?
Yeah, what was it? A figure, a collector's edition or something?
I'm still no, I didn't come with no figurine. It was just basically.
You're still waiting on.
I'm still waiting on it. Actually, I mean, you get some extra content that. I mean, I guess extra. I have no idea. I play it. I got it. The story was absolutely generic. It was horrible. I was thinking there was going to be on the same, wavelength as like Naruto, and because Naruto is dope.
Come on, Naruto, whatever.
Yeah,
Let me ask you a question.
Naruto.
He pronounces it weird, Naruto.
He's like me with my Mario, right? I got ask you a
Hey,
question.
look, okay, I got Forza. Okay, I got it right. It's Forza, but I always say Forza. Now y'all get me on Naruto. Man. I'm in the South, man. Come on, man. Let me be country.
When I was talking about Forza in my video, did you hear my shout out in the beginning?
Yes, I did, man. I did, man. Appreciate that.
Listen, let me ask you a question before look, games like Attack of the Titan or One Piece Blood or whatever. I didn't think, because to me even with Final Fantasy 15, that story, that dialogue is like your 80s pop band Menudo or some shit. I didn't think that that the people played those games really from the story. I thought it was for maybe the game. It was about the gameplay being so epic, or whatever. But you're saying, like, I mean, so it is a knock against, like, what the fuck is Persona about? Obviously, it's a bunch of high school kids and girl dropped the book and they trying to look up a skirt. Like what the hell? Like, what is, what I mean? Like, I thought it was maybe because of the gameplay that maybe would draws people in. Like,
One Piece is actually, once you get past the story mode of it, because the story mode is horrible. There's no, it's all over the place. I have no idea. But
I mean, the only reason why I would see what somebody would buy that is just because they're a fan of the show. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, no, for a fighting game, I love fighters, so I'm gonna pick up every fighting game that I can get my hands on. Yeah, it's a fighting game, and it's cool. Once you get past the story mode, it's actually a cool fighting game. And so I'm trying to build up to get all the rest of the characters, because you have sub characters, everything. It's kind of on that end. It's kind of set like Naruto or Naruto, however you want to call it. But it's nowhere as epic as no. This is One Piece.
One Piece Blood.
Oh,
yeah, One Piece. I still haven't got.
You got the physical copy or the digital copy?
I bought digital. I was excited. I paid $89 for it.
I got to play it and see. It was a fighting. Y'all like fighting?
It's a fighting game.
It's like BOA or Tekken. Or
no, it's not. It's its own little weird type of game.
Is it like a beat 'em up or something?
No, it's a fighter. You can have like sub people. You can jump them in and use them as for support. It's kind of like Naruto or Naruto. You got me all fucked up now. Naruto. Let me just say it like I want to say it. Naruto. But Naruto is just so much more fun, man. It's just especially the story mode is the most epic thing I've ever seen in a fighting game. When they talk about the story, I thought it was going to be on that save wave leak, but it's not. But for a fighting game, it's cool, but it's definitely not fucking worth $89 for.
That's why when you told me you bought it, I asked, man, do you watch the show? Because I used to watch the show.
No, I never watched the show. I never watched the show. I just knew it was a fighting game, so I was like, I'm all over it.
So you must got Blaze Blue and all that stuff too.
Oh yeah, I got
I like my
every fighting game I see, I get.
I like the fighting games, but I don't go too far. I say alt-right with them shits. Like I do like the Tekken.
Are you guys getting the Injustice 2?
I already got that pre-ordered. Yeah, I'm good.
I'm probably gonna get it. Yeah.
I ain't that good about. I like them. I mean, I ain't no master to play, but I like to play them. So
same thing with me, man. I'm not good at those games, but I like to get them anyway. You know what I mean?
It looks great. The graphics look good.
Yeah, it looks damn good, man. Plus, I got that Elite controller, so maybe I can get a couple.
You just got the Elite?
No. I've had it for a while, but I'm just saying, like I
know you didn't get it at launch, did you?
No, I couldn't get one at launch. It took me a while to get one.
Oh yeah, I was telling you. I remember telling you guys, like, once you go with Elite, it's hard to go back to
It is.
Oh yeah, man. You know what? Like it comes with like the extendable. I like using the extendable ones for shooters. The sticks. I use those for shooters and the trigger locks.
I just like the weight.
That's cool too.
Awesome,
that's pretty damn cool too. I used to like using it on Gears 4, but then they started letting PC players play.
We gotta talk about that too, Crap. We gotta talk about that. We gotta talk. Talk to us, Crap. Talk to us.
Okay, before you get started, Crap, I just want to state the record. Y'all always busting my ass about me naming certain games. Somebody came up there and said, "Yo, for the record, Mega, you are right. That is said correctly. So it's Naruto. Get the hell out of there. Not Naruto."
Wait. How you know he said it right? You spoke to him, or he typed it out in chat?
No, he put it in chat.
There's no emotion in text, bro.
Who that's the joker you go fishing with out in Oklahoma? That motherfucker don't care.
Might be. We in the pickup dirt dog.
Can Mega builds the houses with his feet, and other dude does it with his teeth.
There you go. Are you nursing a hot pocket in your beard all day? Yeah.
Listen, the word around town, Kid Maker, you have an ultimate exposed video coming out towards you, and you talking about these tinky winky games. All I hear from you is talking about you playing these tinky winky games, man. So I don't know about you, bro. Your credibility shot, man.
They saying I'm playing these tinky winky games.
These tinky winky games, these PlayStation with their tinky winky games.
The One Piece game to the eating noodles out of his helmet, man. It goes.
It's whatever, man. They've been saying they got exposed videos about me anyway, so that's all good. Hopefully, they'll find the exposed videos with me with the girls. That's the one. That's what they need to find.
But no, what
want pizza chicken, baby?
Crap about Gears of War.
Okay, well, what was funny was last year they were like, hey, we're gonna run this test and we're gonna do its own. It's gonna have its own gameplay thing. You have to pick it where it's gonna be crossplay in the competitive part because there wasn't originally that. You could do crossplay with PC in private lobbies or with horde mode or like the co-op stuff.
And this is Gears of War 4.
Yeah, Gears of War 4. So they're like, they're going to test it out. Okay, I did a video. Nobody, like, here's the thing. This is the funny thing, right? Nobody really cares. Like, there's a handful of people that give a shit, but for the most part, nobody cares. I thought people would maybe care. Like, I care.
But why maybe explain to the guy that puts seeing Caucasian and seeing casual, explain to him why you do care and why it's an issue.
Well, I mean, there's a few issues, right? And I think these are the most legit issues. One being we pay for Xbox Live, and so they get to play with us, which obviously there's more players on Xbox, right? That there's a 91-9 split. So they're getting free Xbox Live and playing with us who have to pay. That's my first complaint, right?
Yes.
Valid complaint. I don't care which side you're on. If you hate me, if you love me, if you whatever, that's a valid complaint. The second thing is they can use mouse and keyboard, you know what I mean, and use higher resolution as well as frame rates than us. That would be a bit of that too. And now I know some people are going to go, but their research showed it wasn't really that big a deal, and the KDs were about even. But the other problem is the larger implications, because you might be right. The third-person shooter, maybe not as there's wall bouncing involved. Yeah. So that one might maybe not as bad. But let's say, because Phil did come out and say it's something they're interested in doing, and he even brought up Halo Wars 2, but then came up with some kind of weird excuse like, oh, the engine doesn't allow crossplay with PC, which I think is bullshit. How could you allow crossplay with PC when they could use a keyboard and mouse and like do shit 10 times faster than somebody with a controller? You know what I mean? Like, you're at a huge disadvantage. That's why you can't do it. But what happens if Halo 6 comes out and they're like, yeah, we're gonna do the same thing? Well, like, here's the problem: you don't have an option if you do social in Gears 4. And with PC and Xbox people, there's no option for social, and I play social specifically. So that means you have to play. There's like I was like, as long as they give you an option, you don't have to. Yeah, if I wanted to choose to get my head kicked in by fucking pro Gears players in the rank servers, sure, I can play that shit, right? But I play, I'm not that. I don't put 100 hours into that a month. You know what I mean? So it's disappointed to see them do that. Plus the future. Obviously, Phil likes the whole crossplay thing. I mean, what happens when it's like, hey, like for now, it's my baby, it's Gears. It's getting fucked over. What happens when it's Xbox baby? When it's Halo 6 getting fucked over? Somebody else's baby. You know what I mean?
When I watched, there was a developer interview, maybe when they first announced the crossplay or whatever, the Play Anywhere, and I thought they said that keyboard and mouse was restricted on PC.
You can use keyboard and mouse.
Okay.
Because what's the dude with the red beard? I forgot his name from Coalition. I forgot his name.
Rob Ferguson
said you couldn't use. Rob Ferguson said you couldn't use mouse and keyboard when you play multiplayer.
I believe you can use it in multiplayer. Somebody tried messaging me saying, "Well, it sucks with mouse and keyboard in multiplayer," but I mean, that is like, to be honest with you, that's the least of my concern.
I mean,
you know what I mean? Like the other concern.
That is very accurate amount. All you just point and click. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like stuff with the long shot.
First-person shooters, though.
Yeah. Like the long shot, that sucks. Apparently, the Lancer. Some people are like, man, they're fucking nailing me from across the map with that goddamn Lancer, and I'm like, ugh. You know what I mean? So I will say that I have put down Gears 4, and I don't really plan on playing it anymore in the multiplayer. But it's unfortunate.
Yo, crap.
I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. It's not I'm not going to make 10 videos and be like, fuck Microsoft, but these are valid complaints.
I'll make a big deal out of it, man. You got a fucking Gears tattoo on your arm. You are like a
Damn
Gears
right.
for life, dude.
I do. I love Gears, man.
Yo.
It does suck that they did this because, you know, like I don't want to play that shit.
Yo, did he say, yeah? Oh, really?
Man, I think crap, you're overreacting, me personally, because me and Don, we've been playing. And
who else Don?
The Don.
Yeah,
Mr.
when I was in the
Rain,
party,
Mr. Rain
you guys were screaming. Oh my god, this sucks! I'm getting murdered.
Hey, wait, I'm sorry, Brad. I'm sorry. Okay, man. You was playing with Don.
Yeah, the Don.
The Don. Kiss the ring.
Kiss the ring, dude. Yeah. Is he a
Taste the rainbow, dude.
I guess I don't know what's up with the Tinky Winky talk today, but I guess whatever. But that's fine. But
shout out to the Don. Okay, y'all
well, no, we
next chance, like, who's that?
We was having
the Cub fellow. Who the fuck is that?
We was having a GRG
yo, he's in the
game
chat,
night.
man. He's probably like, yo, I just got a shout out from Next Gen.
And we was that's what the people picked was playing Gears, and I'm not good at playing the Gears multiplayer, but I was holding my own. We jumped in, we played with some people. We don't know if they were with keyboard and mouse or not, but we was kicking ass. And then there was a time that we jumped in with a couple of other matches and we got handled. But I mean, I guess I was getting kills. It's just the fact that we lost a match overall. So I didn't see all this fear about it. I really don't think that Microsoft is going to allow people to cheat. And I think that's one reason why the PC community gets pissed off about the whole UWP thing, because they can't mod and do certain things without Microsoft's watching over them. So
let me say this. I'm gonna get it and be honest here, okay? And I don't know about I said it. I did crap when you put the link about the issue about the mouse and keyboard. Now I don't know what was for Gears, but you just said you take a game. What was that shit? Shadow Warrior, Shadowrun?
Shadowrun on the 360.
Yes.
Did that because Microsoft tried this before,
yes, they did.
And that was crossplay, right? And then like what happened was the 360 players got slaughtered and stopped playing it. So
you can't compete. I don't care how good you think you are, but whatever controller, you can never beat a mouse and keyboard when it comes to shooter. Because look how accurate that mouse. You could put that cursor right over their eye, headshots all day from across.
And the main thing is, I don't even care that they did it. Like, I just want the option to do. I want the option not to play with them. You know what I mean? Like that should be. Something like K-Mega, you might think I'm overreacting, but shouldn't that be an option, right? Like not to play with them?
agree. Yeah, no, there should be an option, but I just don't see it as being so detrimental to the fact that it's going to destroy gaming, because it's going to destroy.
I don't think it's going to destroy.
Gaming, maybe for the casuals like me, to jump in and get my head wrecked. But I go in to play to have a good time.
But we are listen. But K-Mega, you yourself, you said the casuals. We are the bigger demographic when it comes to these games. The hardcore is a small thing. It's the casual, are the bigger the audience. But even better, like I said, some people may be pissed off. But my thing is why, I'll just be real here. Microsoft messaging this generation, let's be honest, has been first it was us, the console gamer. And everything, how you say crap, win 10 fam, we all win 10 fam. And again, even if you look at a game like Street Fighter 5, if you have it on a PS4 or whatever, it gives you an option to play with PC gamers if you choose to, Steam or whatever. They give you the option. And if you look at, again, the demographic, even the PC gamers, maybe like 100,000 on PC or some shit, if that, they don't really buy goddamn games. Just be honest here. My thing is if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Every game that I got, I bought.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying though. The majority of them guys don't buy fucking games. And my thing, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I don't, man. I don't have no hate or anything against the PC guys, even though they don't like us for whatever reason. That's how they go just as hard as the fucking ponies. But my thing is like leave shit alone. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It wasn't the PC market, believe it or not, or those gamers that made you guys the success that you are, and as popular as state. Just stick to what you do. You know what I mean?
I got you.
I disagree with that.
I think it's hurting more than anything. It's had Windows 10 shit has hurt the brand more than anything.
It's Define K-Mega again. Here we go.
Okay.
Look. You said this yourself that the exclusives all around across the board have been down. Yep. It makes sense for especially like a game like, let's say Halo Wars 2. that screams PC. Yeah, I mean, it's
RTS, yes.
Yeah. Well, it was Halo Wars 1 was one of the best selling RTSs on consoles of all time.
Okay.
But it's primarily, a PC game.
What sold it? The name, or was the fact the name sold it more than anything? Wasn't the fact that you had RTSs before then?
Oh, well, no, I mean, there's others that, the EA, I can't think of Command and Conquer. Yeah, those sold decent. But the fact of it is that they primarily sell better on the PC. When you have games like that are exclusives, there will be people that buy. There's just too many people, and this is not just about Xbox. This is for PlayStation as well. I think it's smart to tap into that market, just for the mere fact. Yeah, there's a lot of people that pirate over there, and they talk a lot of shit. But they'll do just like what a lot of other people do. They'll sneak and they'll go buy those games and won't tell nobody, and then they'll love them and enjoy them. I have no problem with the crossplay. I mean, I know we would all rather crossplay with PlayStation, but of course their service are dog shit, so they're not going to fix it, and because they'll get exposed. So that's not going to ever happen. So it's best that we can play with other players. Now, I do agree with Crap that they do need to have the option to have keyboard.
I was waiting to go in.
Well, no, I think that they should. No, I do think that they should, but for just to stay in your own lane, I mean, fuck that. Let's not have no damn wall put up. This isn't America and motherfucker.
That's the second one.
Come on, man.
Listen,
Come on.
Let's go. Make it. Why?
All right, yo, Z, here's the reason why. All right, they're talking about future mouse and keyboard support for the Xbox One. All right. The mouse and keyboard, like you said, is deadly accurate. You would think that they would put in the function of giving you the choice of whether you wanted to play with somebody that has the mouse and keyboard compared to a controller, especially if they're going to support mouse and keyboard on the console, because you don't want to, like, I don't want to play Halo against somebody on a mouse and keyboard, like whether they're on console or the PC. You know what I'm saying? That's just is a completely unfair advantage. Like my Elite controller, it wouldn't even be like, added advantage with something like that. Yeah.
Okay, well, look at it like this, and I understand what you're saying, and I think again, what makes a console with consoles the fact that you sit on your ass, grab a controller, and the simplicity of it. But I'm just being honest here. This is a console foremost, and don't ever lose vision of that. It's not a multimedia machine. It's a console at the heart of things. And like you said, Crap, at the beginning of your thing, when why you are against it, it's because it's not really fair. You know what I mean? We pay for an Xbox Live. They get all of the fucking, that we get same day and date and for free, for nothing, and still get it thrown back in our face. You know what I mean?
That's huge.
The overall perception of this to me has been more negative than good. Where the Xbox ain't got no exclusives. Well, that whole argument. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, I mean, like for me personally, I don't really care about that shit so much. Just as that's like propaganda. Like they want to use that to fuel fight.
I mean, I'm with you. Yeah, 115%. But my thing is, again, I think overall, like to me, I just liked it better. Maybe I'm selfish when Microsoft was just focused on me, the gamer.
Like,
it wasn't like that for the original Xbox. PC people loved, from my understanding, because I didn't buy an original Xbox from day one. But from my understanding, looking back on reading different articles and other things, that PC people were impressed, and they did like the original OG Xbox. And then they said when the 360 came around, it seemed like they abandoned the PC community, and then that's when that hate built up. So I just think that they're just trying to go back to the roots. I mean, Microsoft is a PC company. So, I mean, why wouldn't you not go there and try to tap into that market? That just helps out with extra money.
Bridge the gap.
I don't have a problem with them trying to get some of that market, but I don't want to play against that market. You know what I mean? Like, I want to have the option not to. Like, here, let's face it. Nobody bought it on PC. They're trying to make those people feel okay by letting them play against people on Xbox. So, yeah, it's like, I don't know.
Would you feel better if they had his own separate playlist?
That's what I'm saying. It should be like it was in the test. Like they had their own, and I didn't play on that shit. You know what I mean? Like I just stuck to the stuff that I like. You know what I mean? I avoided that shit like the plague. And now it's just like all of that mode is is just integrated with PC.
So it's integrated with social play or whatever it's called.
Yeah, social
Quick
play. Quick social quick
Mhm.
play, which is the fastest one, the one with the most players.
Right.
Now is PC as well, and I'm not even sure if you could tell who's on PC or not.
Yeah, but one
You don't
thing,
think it'd be like
crap,
a
and to
whole
my, as far as the frame rate, like I was telling you again, frame rate shouldn't be capped. If we get in the Scorpio, we should get what we paid for. Not everybody on PC has the same rig. Some people should gonna run faster than the others. Now, long, like I say, maybe
Yeah, you know, I don't think it matters once you get 60. Like if people are like, "Oh man, I'm running it,"
even if they're 30 or whatever, not everybody's
Yeah.
running things at 60 on PC. That's just the fact of the matter. You know what I mean? Don't let me let my experience be gimped or whatever because someone has
I don't think it
standard
will
Xbox.
because of the fact that there's different graphics. Because if that's the case, I mean there will be, you know, when the Scorpio comes out, there will be PCs that still are more powerful. Not that many, but so you know that's kind of like they're saying that they'll be hampered.
Not the PC.
It's not going to be like that.
Overall, they said that there would be no, basically I think at the beginning when there would be no advantages. Like if the Scorpio can do 60, they're going to cap it to 30 or whatever online or whatever the case. Like if my shit can do 60 or whatever, let it do it online. Whatever, let me get what I'm paying for. And what I'm saying is that not everybody would. Some people's rigs are more powerful than each other, but no one's rig is capped at you do what you can do, and that's what it is. So maybe they're testing it out for that and seeing if if it's an advantage, which it shouldn't be no advantage. You play, it is what it is. Let my console do what it can do. I mean, don't hold it back because of of the Xbox One S or whatever.
I don't think the
most
Xbox. I don't think the PC is
multiplayer-
going to hold them back. I don't think that. I'm just not seeing anything from the PC holding anything from the Xbox back.
No, I'm seeing.
He's talking about Xbox One.
Oh,
like Scorpio.
Okay.
But I think most things, Battlefront, Battlefield, Call of Duty, those are all 60 frames anyway. So I don't really see that being an issue. You know what I mean? Like Killer Instinct, all that shit's 60. So
yeah. And the frames are the most important thing when you're playing multiplayer or competitive and stuff like that. Before all this, man, I didn't even think about, because I'm a console gamer, man. I didn't even think about, man, this dude over here that's whooping my ass, giving me every headshot. Like, damn, could he be like doing the mouse and keyboard shit? I never thought I had to think about that, man. I love being in that closed environment. I love using the controllers. I love the balance of being a console gamer. You know what I'm saying?
You sound racist as fuck right now.
Consoles. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm a console dude too. I primarily play on the console.
Like,
I get you. I get all you guys, but the fact of it is that I don't think it's Microsoft is just a test. It said just when you jumped in there, it said, this is a thing that's going to happen, but we're still testing it out. So trust me, if people will complain enough, all you got to do is go talk, get in there in the forums and say, look, we want to have the option to have people be separate. And I think that they'll do that. I mean, that's the right thing for them to do.
I think that's fair.
they would have to.
That's fair.
I think
agree.
though, like I could do that, and maybe there would be some support, but most would just be like, "What are you talking about? This is great." You know what I mean? Like that's the unfortunate. Unfortunately, like people are like, "That's great, more players." You know what I mean? And I'm like,
And what's going to tell you? What you mad because someone else gets to play the game?
Yeah, okay, they can play that shit all they want, but let them play like in their own dedicated, server, their dedicated playlist. You know what I mean? If other people don't have a problem with that, then let them.
Maybe the
play
same
with
10
them.
guys on PC with Cheeto fingers trying to snipe each other.
Back in my day, Cheeto fingers meant something else, but I'm just saying.
I mean, overall, though, at the end of the day, and this is maybe you guys may feel different. I just think if the Scorpio or whatever is to be truly, to stay successful, wildly successful, I think Microsoft has to do something, just to make us the core, what make our Xbox what it is, feel special. You know what I mean?
Yeah, don't send Halo. Don't ever send Halo.
That's gone.
I don't think Halo is going to go. I hope not.
That's gone.
That games like Halo, Crackdown, If they do, well, Sea of Thieves, I think that's going to do well.
Did they answer that already? Didn't Aaron them guys answer all that?
Well, I'm not really caring about Sea of Thieves. That's fine. I mean, I care about Sea of Thieves, but in the sense of, if it goes over to PC, I'm not. But Halo, I would be on board with you guys. They should not have now any spinoff. That's fine, but not Halo. That is.
I always thought Microsoft was a large enough company that they could do that. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm with Next Gen on some stuff. Like, to me, it doesn't, like the first person shooter like Halo, matching that up competitively. I don't really see that. Like, why not? Whatever happened to that Halo online thing?
That was only in Russia.
What do you mean?
No, but everybody assumed that they were just testing that there just so that they could release it on PC, right? And I totally get that. That way you could draw in, get some revenue, probably do a lot of that type of stuff, or just you know what I mean, like do something like that just for that crowd.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, just a multiplayer. That would be perfect. Yeah. If they would do just a multiplayer, that's fine. But do not have the lure of the story go to the PC. I let that primarily stay Xbox.
There's 300 people watching. Hit that like button, goddamn.
Listen, this is my question. Like overall, like I said, this when it's the money. My thing is when I say why, if you look at everything overall in the grand scheme of things, like we initially, I got behind the thing, the whole damage control. It's going to sell more money. It's going to sell more games. But these games aren't performing vastly better because they're in the Windows. These motherfuckers don't buy games. You seen Ubisoft put out 98% of their goddamn games are pirated. So what are we doing?
Shout out Ubisoft though. They've had some damn hits lately, man. That Watch Dogs 2 is straight money.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But what my thing is sometimes you can do more harm than good. What is this for? Is this to please this motherfucker? It wasn't accepted down, but why are we doing? Like, what is this for? It's a con. You know what I mean? At the end of the day,
just think about this.
Hold on. Oh, 1 second. Yo, see, what they're trying to do is, all right, you have active users on Xbox Live, right?
Yes.
If they have this crossplay going on with a franchise like Gears in social, you're going to have your active users may jump a bit because now you're going to have more PC gamers looking over there like, damn, oh man, let's start licking their chops and everything like that. Now, with the active users, it shows a consumer base to be able to sell software and other products too. All right. So the bigger that number is, the more potential money Microsoft is going to get.
And to be fair, Microsoft did break over $1 billion last quarter on Xbox, like on digital.
Digital sales up.
Yeah.
Well, crap, let's be honest.
Corporations,
the only games that PC guys. Well, let me say this: the only guys that PC guys pay for are those fucking tinky winky, world, just to get those those games. Like that.
What?
Well, that's like, did you see the PS4? The PS4 apparently is like has the highest attach rate of any console ever or something like that per game. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I even have a lot of PS4. Well, more recently, but they do a lot of flash sales, man. Like you can pick games up for like $2, $3, $4.
It's the market's console leader right now.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't like that to be like through like the first 2 years of this generation. Xbox actually had the higher attach rate when it came to games.
We do well here in the States.
Hardware, man.
Be real life. We do well here in the States. But this period, and it's not no damage control. The PlayStation brand
damage control. Next gen.
It's in a lot more territories than the actual Xbox itself.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you know what I mean? A lot more. You know what I mean? So for whatever reason,
when you look at the success of the 360 and you realize that the most of the sales from that were like the UK and the US, and they still managed to sell like 90 million, that's damn impressive,
But didn't they try to do that PC crossplay back on 360 too as well?
Yeah, on that Shadowrun game. Yeah, and it failed miserably. And I have an article. It's like, I get browbeat with this subject because I bring it up. Look, for me, it's not like, oh, you're scared. Nothing. It's not just that. It's not like, oh man, I'm gonna get my ass kicked by these guys. For me, I pay to play online, and now like because they don't have enough people on their quote unquote free service, it's supposed to be so much better. And they get to play with everybody that's paying $60 a year.
You guys are not gonna pay for online. They're not.
Yeah. So. Well, Microsoft tried that, and it didn't work. I get that, but damn, man, like to me, let it have its own playlist. Then that's all I'm saying.
No, well, I agree with that. But let me say this: okay, I don't know what the actual number of how many people that play games on PC, but it's a hell of a lot. Now, just think about this. Okay, the majority of people might pirate. Who knows? All I'm saying is this: if you get a 200,000, 500,000, maybe even 1 million customers to buy just whatever particular game that they like, that is enough revenue for them to have for them to make a sequel. You see what I'm saying? So where if it shows that for the MPD it sold 500,000 hard copies, well, of course more people are buying games digital on Xbox. I know this for a fact, compared to people that buy games more hard copy on PlayStation. It just because there's more single player experience on PlayStation, and those games doesn't have a longevity for them to keep the game. So of course I would just rather buy the game hard copy. So for games like I was bringing up Halo Wars 2, it's the perfect thing for people that do like RTSs and any other type of like those over the top gauntlet looking games. Those games will sell well on the PC, even if it's only 500,000 to 1 million. That is still
fine with those
revenue.
being on PC,
Yeah,
right? I'm fine with that, but just don't let me play. I don't want to have to play against them.
But
game would sell well?
just give the option. Just give them the option though.
What game would sell well?
Halo Wars 2. Halo Wars 2 would do real well on PC.
You know what Microsoft's biggest with Achilles heel and why they're these games in Windows not because people hate the Windows Store. They think
most definitely
much better or whatever the case may be. They're not as restricted in the Steam store.
It's not just that. You know what? Getting people to play on Windows is like getting Xbox dudes to play on PlayStation. They don't want to. It's like they'll fight you tooth and fucking nail.
Now we come back to what I'm saying. They placate into these PC guys, and it's not really working out for them.
Yeah, they don't want to leave Steam.
They do it.
Yeah.
Like they get these games, and
nobody wants to leave.
How many motherfuckers on PC bought Forza Horizon? Like literally, how many motherfuckers bought Recore? You know what I mean? Like, come on, they're barely fucking moving the needle on the goddamn dashboard.
Yeah, how many Quantum Break sold? Like 14,000 or something on
What'd you say? What you sold 14,000?
Quantum Break sold like 14,000.
Crap. Now you see what I'm saying. So why the fuck are you doing it?
Of course, that did get pirated, and like when you pirated it,
I get it. They gonna pirate every goddamn thing. So my thing at the end of the day is why they're not making this extra flow of revenue like they thought they were gonna make. They don't buy fucking games.
I would love some numbers on it. Like, look, Gears 4 is a huge thing that launched day and date with the Xbox version. I would love to see.
Sold less than 100,000 copies.
Maybe. I mean, they don't have a tracker like Steam does. It tells you how many are sold.
It's bought out of the goddamn Microsoft store. They got a tracker. I heard this shit sold less than. They don't fucking buy games. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like they don't. So my thing is, why even? That's what said them things do more harm than good. Why even fucking do it?
Yo, not for anything, but that's absolutely true, because I remember one of the biggest things when one of the first games went over to the Windows 10 store, the PC complaint was the master file didn't come when you bought the game. And the master file is where they freaking
they can mod,
they can mod. They can also copy it out and put it over, on the quote unquote black market. You know,
the torrents,
yeah. So that's why, like, people were, one of the biggest things that they were getting pissed about was they didn't get the master file, and I believe they actually changed policy on that. And I'm like, why would you do that, man? Like, not for anything. You're right. They don't buy the games, man. They're fucking pirated and spread throughout everywhere, and I just don't understand it.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know if it's something because of the new, the vault. Maybe I don't know.
Microsoft can't look bad. They're afraid to look bad. You know what I mean?
I can see that.
I don't see how they would look bad by them not even if they didn't address it. Then I don't think anybody would really care. But the fact that they're doing it, I just think that they're looking to say, hey, I mean, extra revenue is extra revenue, regardless if it's low or if they hit pay dirt with one of their games.
Yeah, I think they want to be successful in the PC space too. So it's like
that was Steam there. It never happened.
No, not with Steam. Nah. I mean, but I think for some
if they have to look, Steam is not all great like they make it out to be. It used to be, from my understanding, but it's not anywhere. The games are expensive as fuck. Like, I mean, you have to wait for them to go to somewhere like G2A or somewhere like that to get a good deal, or you got to wait for their Steam sales.
It's better than Origin. It's better than Uplay. It's so they have a monopoly on it. So
well, they are, but listen, what I'm saying, Microsoft can have an opportunity if they make their games affordable to PC standards. I understand you're going to say free, but I'm saying for people that if people are going to buy games on Steam, there's a lot of people that buy games on Steam, right?
Okay.
If they challenge those Steam prices, with their game, then
it can never happen. You know why? If Microsoft would have put, just say, give me a game, pick a game. I don't give a Tekken 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much does it cost inside the store? $60, right? How much is it going to cost digitally on the Xbox? $160, right? My Xbox store and the Windows is all about the same thing.
Oh,
right?
I got Tekken on the PC for
$48. Or Microsoft, Sony, even they can't offer games lower than the actual store retail price at that time because they still need Best Buy, Walmart, and those people to sell their fucking hardware. So they can't undercut their, GameStop and them goddamn, to really fully compete with Steam, and it never happened.
They do that with PlayStation games. I'm looking at Tales of Vesperia. I'm just waiting for it to go down $10 more so I can cop it.
The game came out, how much is the game?
The game is $40. It's $40.
Brand new games normally are for. You're not gonna see a brand new game.
Tales of Vesperia just came out last week.
That's what I'm saying. You're not gonna see a game, whatever. Road to Rash 5 or whatever comes out, whether how shitty it is or not, and it's retailing for $65 inside Best Buy. Microsoft can't come in and charge $40 for that same goddamn game because they're undercutting their partner. Well, like I said, they need Walmart and this and all this. See, Steam doesn't have to deal with the middleman. It's just you and the customer. They don't need storefronts. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why. Because I asked somebody from the upper, like, why digital games so much? They said because they still need the mom and pops stores to sell their hardware. You know what I mean?
But that's why they wanted to get away from. That's why they wanted to go primarily digital, so they could challenge the market.
No, but who you gonna buy your console from? You still need Best Buy. You still need Walmart. You still need whoever, Target. So again, it's the gift and the curse.
Xbox sales has been, even to me, Xbox sales has been a hell of a lot better than Steam sales for the recent year, in my opinion. Now, I mean, you got games that'll be like 50, like $1 or $2 or something like that, maybe an old 360 PlayStation 3 game, something like that. But I'm talking about for like newer games, the Xbox sales here this year has been a lot better than Steam sales to me, and I think for a lot of people, because I was hearing people complain on the Steam or on the Steam little forum or whatever.
Yeah, it's not what it used to be. It's not
nowhere what it used to be.
Mm-mm.
That's because they done bought all the games. I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. 500 games. Well, that part is true. That part might be
500 games for $5. Trust me, my brother's I mean, he plays mostly on Xbox, but he's always like, I got this Humble bundle and I got this deal on Steam, and I'm like, when are you gonna play these? I'll get around to playing it. It's like,
I just don't like PC. I just like my console, man. At the end of the day,
yeah, me too.
I prefer my console. I just, B Shadow's talking me into getting my I've been having my PC, but he was like, man, you can get games, you get them for a cheap price, and
I like mine.
and it was, and I got my PC looking, it's more powerful than my Xbox One right now, but once the Scorpio comes, it's a wrap. I might not even touch my PC. I just
don't like my main issue again with Steam and their games. The games are not really supported. You can buy that Humble Bubble sale.
Humble Bubble.
I got two. I got my first rig.
I wanted to ask. I wanted to ask you guys something because Phil Spencer on Twitter said somebody was like, "When can we pre-order the Scorpio?" And he's like, "Don't do it." He's like, wait till you see some games running on it. And I'm like, okay, I did a video about that today, right? And I just thought it was so funny because this guy, his job is to push Xbox, and Xbox Scorpio is the new hotness. So why would he tell somebody not to pre-order? I realize you can't pre-order at a lot of places, but GameStop actually has a placeholder you can put money down.
On a Scorpio?
Yeah, it's a $999 placeholder, but
I'm sorry. I didn't know
like some of them are allowed. Yeah, some of them are taking reserves, and some various outlets are taking reserves. But but he's like, don't do it until you see games running on it first, which I thought was a little bit odd. Like, I mean, maybe the good guy
I don't
thing
know.
isn't just an act. Maybe he just wants.
Yeah, that motherfucker's a Mormon, man. He goes to
Phil-
go to selling
yeah,
Bible
yeah.
Saturday, man. Phil,
Man,
Phil's-
he's selling fucking 1,001 games all in one.
yeah, man.
On a-
They
Yeah,
ain't
like I
gonna-
don't know. I just thought that was a little bit weird.
You know-
like out of Nintendo and Sony, do you think anybody from either of those outlets would say, "Don't pre-order our shit"? You know, stop. Don't pre-order it.
Maybe Phil's saying he clenched his fist and it was like, make sure he has a 4K TV. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, you could take it at that, or you could take it as you're gonna
What?
be able to really tell the difference in the games.
That's where I'm going.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
where I'm going with it. And yo,
Yeah.
not for anything, but when he tweeted that out, it shut a lot of people up on Twitter. Like they didn't have anything to say about that. That was kind of like, oh shit, what? No,
Yeah.
no, man. Like the stables over there, they got quiet for a minute. Like,
Yeah, because it's not just he's not just hyping shit for people to, you know what I mean, just to hype it. He's saying wait and look and see with their own eyes. You know, same thing with that cloud stuff. Remember, Phil, when he took over, he's like, we're not even going to talk about that shit until we got something good to really talk about. You know, and now hopefully Crackdown 3 will be that good thing.
Do you think it's gonna be that thing? Do you think?
Yeah, man, I've heard really good things. I know Tim has heard good things. I know he's not here tonight, but I know he's heard a lot of the same things I have with it. Like even better than a couple years ago what we saw. So 100% destruction. Shit stays destroyed. Like that never happens. Yeah, it doesn't deteriorate. You know. That like never happens. That is phenomenal in my opinion. So
is this going to be inside the game or is it just for the most?
That's the multiplayer portion. I don't think the single player because single player you might not have. You'd have to be online to be able to do that. You know, maybe not. Although it's so weird because Microsoft got so much shit for that. But you know what? I'm playing through Watch Dogs 2 right now. And that I have motherfuckers coming in my game all the time. It's like always online. You know what I mean? Like
the invasions.
Yeah. The messaging was little. Like I was telling you before, like like I was saying, we talked about it in the past on BGST. Like if the cloud's going to be the new hotness or whatever the case, they would have a problem with saying always online because we don't play so many games always online. And if they say, you know what, they show you the advantages. This is your system without the cloud, and then you show them with the cloud on, and it looks 5 times better than what you had, gamers wouldn't have an issue with it. I think again it was just
they had a piss poor way of explaining things. That's the problem.
Yes, that's been Microsoft's biggest thing this generation.
Even now they have a kind of a piss poor way to explain things. You know what I mean?
Well, let me ask you a question, Crap. This is the first time I'm speaking to you. What the whole Jaguar core thing or whatever came out, right? Then you had someone ask Phil, the game's still going to be true native 4K. I was saying then what Microsoft should have done or Phil, whatever. Just say, no, we're not using Jaguar. You ain't got to go into details. You ain't got to say what you're using.
Well, he did interviews. He goes, we saw, and I posted a video about this yesterday. I went and looked up 3 interviews he did, and he's like, PS4 Pro, we looked at what they were doing with that GPU and CPU. We could have done something with that this year, talking about 2016, but we wanted to do something better with more performance. So that's why they're waiting.
Motherfucker, but not everybody is that intelligent. I'm with you. Like I said, they did the chips that we want to use.
Digital Foundry could have looked for that. Look for those. There's like 4 interviews where he says that. You know, where he's like, well,
we have our finger on the pulse. I'm with you 125%. But we're talking to the Bill Dukes of the world out there, Jeffro and them, Eddie Clampett, Black Tea, Texas Oil. You know what I mean? No, we're not using Jaguar. You know what I mean? Like, no, you know what I mean? It's still, no, we're not using Jaguar. Scorpio is slated to be the most powerful console ever this holiday season.
Yeah, somebody did that. He did that interview. He did say something like that last year, and I couldn't find it. He said, what's in Scorpio isn't out this year as far as CPU, GPU. He said that last year. What's in Scorpio isn't currently available. Like, meaning you can't use it. You can't buy it. It's not out yet. So, ipso facto, fucking this year, and with the fucking Zen and Vega and all that shit and the Scorpio being shown off there, it doesn't take a genius. Look, people are like, oh man, but that Vega is super expensive. They don't use the shit that they never use parts that you can just replace. Because then people will go into their fucking consoles and start replacing shit. It's custom stuff.
Right.
They're going to use offshoots of this stuff. It's custom stuff. So like how the PS4 Pro has Polaris Tech, quote unquote. It's not actually a full Polaris thing or whatever, like when you buy off the shelf. It's Polaris Tech. Like Microsoft could easily use Zen and Vega Tech custom shit and put that in the Xbox Scorpio. And that's very much a possibility. Or Puma CPU. It feels smart. There is no way that not only that, but if you read like the documents and shit, it talks about scaling it down to meet the Xbox One because it's less powerful, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm 100% sure it's not the Jaguar. Besides that, who was it? Dealer Gaming, I believe. He was like, yeah, Digital Foundry said, oh, you could just overclock the Jaguar. He's like, Jaguar is damn near overclocked as much as you can on the Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I forget what the exact spec was, but that dude had it nailed down. You know what I mean? He's like, yeah. He's like, because Digital Foundry's like, yeah, they'll max out the the overclocking on it.
That's what I understand. Like, and we see it as a bias, getting back to what we said earlier, like, if you had on this for all year, why wait to now? Like, you start to hear positive Scorpio talk. It's a year to Scorpio. Like, I don't understand it, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's the part of what the media does. They want to hold
the Xbox Scorpio
down.
Yeah. I'm like,
see, you fucking up.
This is a knee slapper. Now, when they're saying that the Scorpio is basically it's a little bit more powerful than the PS4 Pro. These motherfuckers shed a Chinese baby when it was it 1.3 something to 1.8. That was a big fucking deal. But now we're talking about literally the PS4 Pro plus the standard PS4. You need both of those combined to equal the power of the Scorpio, and that's not a big fucking deal. Like, are you fucking shitting me? Like,
it's all about the games. That's what it's about, and that's what really.
Here we go with the origami killers.
Yeah. Hey man, all day. Where's your music? Because I just want to name a list of games that they're talking about, man. It's, golly, Nier, which that might come to the Xbox. What else? Yakuza. Did y'all see that weird shit from Yakuza? Where it had the
Pampa, my man in the Pampa.
It was that, and then with the dominatrix. That shit. Really, you're gonna brag about some games that has? Come on, man. Let's go. Ace Combat's gonna thank you. This is for all you PlayStation motherfuckers that's been talking about this whack ass game line. Crap was right. It's all Japanese. There's no diversity in that shit. Man, you know what? It's out of the way. One more time. Let it play. Let it ride. Let that shit ride, son. Let it ride. All these Japanese games y'all talk about, y'all don't even buy them motherfuckers, man. Come on, man.
They just like them because that way they can say they have variety, yo.
Oh shit! Hey, you know what? That shit is trash, man. Look, I like the next little Japanese game too, but you get overpriced. Y'all don't buy them, and when you do buy them, y'all show that shit for 10 minutes. Y'all don't even get no true recognition when y'all show gameplay videos. Come on, man.
Those games are still 10 years behind, bro.
Yes, man. Come on.
Look at Final Fantasy 15. They didn't really get recognition, until they hit that Western peak, you know what I mean? Until they took the West, seen The Witcher, they said, we want to do something like that, you know what I mean?
Hey, I'm going to do this just for my boy, because on that aspect, thinking about these Japanese developers, not all of them, there's still a few. Tekken 7, the beast! But most of the rest of them, man, they are so far away. And they're back in time, man. You know what? So nostalgia is a hell of a drug. Get that shit out of here. Come on to these Western developers and let them teach them how to make some modernized games. Good Lord, man.
I think it's a money issue.
Good God.
The money issue. That's the reason why they just can't keep up. Financially.
Is he reading or is he talking? What is he doing?
No,
he's mumbling. He's
I'm
sorry. I just think it's not for us the talent. I think it's a money issue. They can't afford to make these big games, and they're not being a big success. But I guess let me ask you guys, we get the hell out of here. Crap, did you get Resident Evil?
No, I didn't get it. I hear good things, but I don't know. I heard really good. Yeah, I heard really good things, but it's like first person. I don't know.
Yeah,
I heard good things. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm scared, bro.
Hey, don't feel bad. Me too, man. Me too.
I'm not even gonna lie either. Silent Hill 3 was the last scary game that I played. I used to go hardcore, man. I used to go and had I had the Bam Bam sound bar, man. Had the lights all off. Used to play scary games, man. And something about that motherfucker Pyramid Head changed my whole perspective of scary games. I came out that bitch. I was done. I was done. When you got
y'all don't remember the first time? K-Mega, you don't remember the first time you got your head cut off by the chainsaw dude in Resident Evil 4? Oh man,
yeah, that shit was scary. Hey, I tried to
make me jump, but no, there was something about Pyramid Head that had me all fucked up. I was like, you ever thought of this game?
Oh, what about the clock tower with that damn bunny? Oh man.
Oh yeah, so no.
That's the reason why I didn't buy it, because it was in first person, and like I'm already scared.
You should get PlayStation VR next gen and then try it on that.
No, wait, I got a question to ask. So the PlayStation VR, everyone keeps on saying, "Oh, it's sold out. I can't get it anywhere." But are they still shipping it?
I heard that.
Is anybody asking that question?
I heard they had supposed to cut back, or on the VR.
So they're not shipping them, basically, right?
I don't know, but I heard they just scaled back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What if I wanted to buy one? I always hear it every day. Oh man, that's why it's sold out. Yeah. Okay, but let me buy one then.
Well, no, they aren't really replenishing the shipments. Is a problem. Here locally, they have them. Like I can go into Walmart and grab one. Yeah, so I mean, I think it just depends. Like some of the gaming stores that they might be sold out or whatever, but I guess they're slow to restock or whatever. If they, if they drop the price of that thing, I'd even be interested. But shit, man, I don't want to pay $550 for that.
Hold on. Hey, let me say this. Now, there's somebody that says Yakuzas are gangsters. I know that. And if any Yakuzas seen that fucking game, they would probably go and kill the goddamn developers, because that shit is terrible.
There's some like porn simulation in there.
It's horrible.
There's like bowling, karaoke, darts.
I watched it for an hour because I'm like I like to give all types of games a chance.
So see, my thing is, Meg, if you go watch Angry Joe's review, but if you watch his stream before the review, he was kind of like bashing. He slammed the game real bad. He bashed it the whole time. All of a sudden, it gets an 8. He loves it. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I don't know. Dogs is a hell of a lot.
I saw that with Angry Joe. Yo, he kept on running into invisible walls. Like they make the game look like it's like open world or whatever. He's trying to come out of an alley, right? There's a street right there, cars going by, people walking by. You can't go through that for nothing. They closed it off. Invisible wall.
No, I have beat I think Yakuza 3. It was good. I mean, the story was good, but I know it feels like Shenmue 3.0. It didn't feel any different, you know what I mean? So I mean, if you're into that stuff and you can dismiss all the cheesy cornflake type of shit, if you can.
I don't think a lot of people
over there,
yeah, I don't. Have you seen any sailors? Now when you say sailors, you don't mean any sailors, do you?
Oh man.
Yeah, you know what, look, here's the thing. Sony wouldn't release these games all bunched up together like that if they thought they were going to be big hits. It's like you don't release Gears and Halo within a month of each other, you know what I mean? Like that's not going to happen. Like Sony would never release God of War and Uncharted at the same time. The only reason why they're because these are niche titles. They're probably inexpensive to make.
It's January. January is the year of L's. It's the month of L's. I mean, movie-wise, game-wise, January is an L.
It's disgusting, man. I mean, we have all these games for the next 6 months. I'm still playing Forza 3. Forza.
Hey, I have to say, like a couple. I finally got around to some of my backlog, man. I beat Mafia 3. That game is fucking amazing.
I need to get back on that too.
Great game. Fucking, you get like over 700 gamer score just by playing through that shit. It's like phenomenal. And I'm almost done with Watch Dogs 2 now. And that game, like out of nowhere, I'm like, that game's so good. I even like doing the side shit on that, and I hate doing side shit. You know what I mean? On Watch Dogs 2, like that is like some phenomenal ass game. You know why? Game? Yeah, the first one was bad, right? I admit that, right? They took itself way too serious. Hey, I want to get revenge, and this guy's like, it was all serious, right? This one, these kids are just like, they're just like having fun. Like I can dig it. You know what I mean? Like there's go-kart racing, there's sailboat racing, there's fucking drone racing. Like there's a lot of shit to do just for fun in that game. You know what I mean? It doesn't take itself seriously. You go and graffiti shit. Yeah, it's just you know what I mean. It's just fun stuff. It's not like super serious, and that's what they should have done to begin with. You know,
Yeah.
to me, that shit is. I mean, like that's why I like it so much. It's really good. I'm surprised.
For what I played at it, I put it on the hard level, and I can't get. I'm right in the beginning of it when I'm trying to get out of the building after hacking everything.
Yeah, that's like the very beginning.
Yeah, it's like the very beginning. So I got stuck on that. So I'm like, okay.
Once you get the gameplay down, it's pretty good, and then once you level up, it helps you like do shit easier or whatever. So yeah, but like it's like I'm having a fucking blast with that game. Like to me, those culminate, even though I'm just playing them this year, culminate what was probably one of the best years in gaming ever last year. So many great games like Gears 4, Forza Horizon. You had Uncharted earlier in the year. You know what I mean? You have Mafia 3, Quantum Break. Fucking phenomenal. Like I know a lot of people talk shit, but last year might have been one of the best years. At Battlefield 1, that game was the fucking hotness.
That's ridiculous.
I got the I don't know who else got it, but they had the fucking collector's edition that doesn't come with the game on sale on Amazon. It was like $26 or something. And it comes with this kick-ass like statue and shit. Like,
I got one. Yeah, you're talking about the Battlefield.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. It is really nice and
Are
detailed.
you guys picking up Mass Effect?
Oh yeah,
The collector's edition. The collector's edition is what, $200 without the game.
Oh, it's $200 without. I can't do that, and I love Mass Effect, but I can't.
I like the game. The same thing with Injustice. It's a deluxe edition, $100, but you don't get nothing. No figure, no nothing. They bugging with that shit.
You
just get the you get the custom stuff and you get all the characters.
Yeah, and they'll have future DLC and that'll be free.
For characters, but I still want a fucking figure or something like. Come on.
Next gen wants the toy.
Hey, I got used to that now by buying digital because I bought Forza. I bought both Forzas at the $100 ones, and then Gears, Halo, and Battlefield 1. That's $126. So and my figurines coming. My little African American guy's coming, so I'm happy about that. The little guy, from Battlefield 1.
Big, little.
Yeah,
big.
Is it big? Yeah,
it is. It's pretty big and it's heavy as fuck, dude. That thing could be like a weapon, lights up, and it comes with like a map and like a steel bookcase and everything. Yeah, it's fucking nice. Like the whole box itself is fucking nice.
Really? I can't wait.
It didn't sell that well because of the price, and it didn't come with a game.
Yeah, it didn't come with the game. But I already had the game digitally, so I'm good.
If you go to Amazon, you'll see that they have a whole bunch of those collectors without the games. And some of them are pretty affordable. Like they go all the way back to even like PlayStation 3, Xbox games.
Like Recoil, wait for that to drop. That dropped like $60, $70. I buy it, but
even the Halo 5 one with the fucking Chief and Lock statue, that thing is like
it's in there. It's in there. I don't know. I have to go back.
That's like $60 or $70 or something.
Yeah, I might pick that up then.
They had
it's nice.
There was one Japanese game that
they had
shit was like $300-$400. I was like,
I almost got the Gears 4 one. They had it on sale for $60 with the fucking statue with the motorcycle. Yeah.
Oh man, I'd have bought that shit.
Oh yeah,
it was like 60, man. I almost pulled the trigger on that shit, and I was like,
Man, that was nice. I wish I'd have known. I was like 70 when I was looking at it. I'd have got that bitch for 60.
Yeah, dude, fucking like that thing was $250.
Yeah, I got the game already. That's what the game because it comes with the game. I just would have gave the game away to someone or whatever.
Yeah, like that would have been fucking awesome. Yeah, like I almost did it. I always look for shit like that too. What you guys got to do is follow Fat Kid Deals and Cheap Ass Gamer because they always the one.
Oh shit! If I waited one more day, my bad. Next gen, I keep cutting you off. And I was just saying, it's down to 25.41 right now.
25.41.
Oh, the Battlefield 1.
Oh, look at I'll put the link up here.
Yeah.
You guys can see it. Those that want to see it, that's what you're gonna get.
The Halo 5 Guardians limited edition is $67.89.
Yeah, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, the DOS X Mankind Divided is $46.63.
Nice. That's another good game, man. You talk about games that came out. Oh my goodness.
I can't get into that game. It's difficult.
I might get this Quantum Break. Timeless collector's edition. Hold on, let me see.
Yo, crap! The Deus Ex, man. Even the side missions, like those stories they could be games themselves, man. Like
I have problems with the first person perspective in that game, though. Like I don't know.
And what game is this?
Deus Ex.
Oh,
I got it, but I haven't played it yet.
Yeah, well, let me see. Yeah, this is the figure here. The figure's nice. It comes with a couple pistols and shot. You can
Wait, it's
change
coming.
weapons. It's really nice. Lights up and shit. I think it light up. Whatever the hell is that? Somewhere. Yeah, lights up. It's nice. Pretty slick.
That thing
they
looks
got
heavy.
that thing is big. I can't wait for that to come.
Big as hell.
Because I'm gonna start doing the collection. I'm gonna start collecting stuff. I mean, I went ahead and paid for the Tekken one, so I was like, man, let me start buying these things. I'm gonna give me a Killer Instinct, a couple of those characters as well.
Yeah, but,
hey, Brutal Legend limited collector's edition is only $34. So.
Hey, welcome to BGST Deals, where we tell you all the deals.
All the things we're talking about here, man.
Yes.
I'm left out, right?
That means it means it's time to go.
I'll be damned. They do got that damn Halo 5 Guardians one for $67. And they got the
20 at the store at GameStop. And shit.
You know, Xbox gonna have the Halo one with the fucking shrine in his bathroom.
He gonna pay homage to it every time he walks by. Oh,
all day. I'm just curious. Why is it got to be the bathroom, man? Why do I have to put a shrine in the bathroom?
Okay, I see the box here. $67.
He's like, I don't know.
Hey, you know what? Them sorry bastards at Sony. That this Uncharted 3 should be cheaper than this. It should still look. How is that a damn? Look, I got Amazon Prime. How is this bullshit? Look, it's regular $99. The discount is $98. Is $98.97. Get the fuck out of here, Sony. Get y'all's bitch ass out of here. Fuck Sony. You know what? I don't even want this fucking PlayStation 4 that's coming to this goddamn house. I don't even want it.
But listen, I guess we can leave on that note. It's going on 9:30.
I'm tired of this shit, Sony. I want to believe in you again, but I can't. You motherfuckers, y'all killing me, son. Y'all killing me, man. I want to believe.
You pay and leave. You pay and leave. Thank you guys for rocking out with Son. You guys will say if we get that out of it, we done?
Yeah, we done, man. Thanks for rocking out with us.
Hey,
Or you finished or you done. Put some respect on that name.
We done.
Talking all trio.
You done.
We finished and we done. Hey, get ready. Well, I will say this. I will have our very first podcast Friday night. I am so excited. This gamers recognize games, man. I cannot wait.
Mr. Petty.
Mr. Petty all day. Xbox 448, the Don.
Yo, that guy sucks, man. Why you got him on your show?
Man, fuck Xbox 448. Delilah HD and my girl Lady Infamous, man. We're gonna hold it down, and then we're gonna have a special guest. I don't know if I should say it now. I might say it later on during the week.
Special guest, Zaire.
Right. The special guest is my boy Crap.
All right. You heard it here first, man. Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. King Megan's branching out with his solo show, Flash. It's lonely in the heart. It's lonely at the top from the 5 heartbeats, man.
Oh, man.
He said better than the Temptation. They said it was. But we catch you guys.
Hey, that new edition shit is fire. Check that out.
I told you the new edition show was up.
P.S. Next Gen keeps his grandma in his basement. Just
see, you're wrong for that crap. God,
I'll put a lock on the door. Like, people understand. I'm gonna slide our food down the steps and shit, man.
Oh shit. Hey, and you know what? Anybody from the next podcast, Intro Media Gaming, and of course, Z, you always could just ring the doorbell. If your ass is not on your, just hop in and say what's up, man.
I try to hop on game
Friday. Kick that off.
What'd you say?
I said
invites Friday. Nobody want to hop on with me. I was on Friday, man.
Well, we have our gamer nights on Friday.
I tried to hop in the party. Nobody let me in the party.
What you mean it was open?
No, it wasn't.
Well, look, we fighting this Friday after the podcast. We are fighting games. So I better have your ass on there so I can put some hands on your ass again.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for rocking out with us. We catch you all during the week on the shows that we do. You already know what it is, and fuck Tim Dog. Get out of here, man.